Josiah, the young king who obeyed God. Bible stories for kids. Children's Christian Bible stories. Hello, amazing friends! Welcome back to Dr. Yemi's Fun and Faith TV. Today, we have an inspiring Bible story about a little boy who became a great king and chose to obey God. His name is Josiah, and his story teaches us that you're never too young to make wise choices. Ready? Let's go. A boy becomes king. Imagine waking up one morning and being told, "Guess what? You're now the king of an entire country." That's exactly what happened to Josiah. When he was just 8 years old, he became the king of Judah. Some people probably thought, "Oh no, he's just a little boy. How can he rule a whole nation?" But guess what? Josiah was different. He loved God and wanted to do what was right, finding the lost book. When Josiah was 16 years old, he decided to follow God with all his heart. He told the priests, "Go and clean up the temple of God." As they cleaned, they found something incredible, a lost book covered in dust. It was God's word, the book of the law. They quickly took it to King Josiah. Josiah's big decision. When Josiah read God's word, he realized that the people had been disobeying God for many years. He was so upset that he tore his clothes as a sign of sorrow. But instead of ignoring the truth, Josiah chose to obey God. He gathered all the people and read God's word to them. He told them, "We must follow God and do what is right." The people followed Josiah's example. Because of Josiah's wise choice, the people turned back to God. They removed all the idols and promised to obey God's commands. God was so pleased with Josiah because he chose to do what was right, even though he was young. Boys and girls, Josiah was just a kid, but he made a big difference because he chose to follow God. You don't have to be old to make wise choices. You can start today. Wise choices lead to God's blessings. When we choose to do what is right, God is always ready to bless and guide us. I am sure you have learned something today. Josiah, the young king of Judah, ascended to the throne at just 8 years old, when most children still play with toys. Guided by a heart that sought God, he initiated sweeping reforms to restore true worship and rid the land of idols. His discovery of the Book of the Law ignited a passion for righteousness, leading him to renew the covenant with God. Josiah's story teaches children the importance of obedience, courage, and the transformative power of faith in God. Please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. See you next time on Dr. Yemi's Fun and Faith TV. Bye! D.